Can you imagine the horror of what has happened to all those Nintendogs that have been left from the early 2000s? Oh, I have no idea why.
I'll get back to collecting materials.
But fuck if it wasn't funny.
Good luck.
It's one of those, it's like in Jurassic Park. It's like, you can, but why? But it was done. And I'll be damned if it wasn't one of the funniest things I think I've seen all day. The thing is, the eyes are huge. Interesting. Bro, do you know what? Can you imagine the horror of what has happened to all those Nintendogs that have been left from the early 2000s? Just the absolute mayhem that must be going on.
I've collected some magical materials, Deke.
Now, Deke can show you how to use them. First, you'll need to use this spellcraft to conjure an enchanted loom.
An enchanted loom?
Exactly. It will allow you to use your magical materials to weave magic into the very threads of your clothing, making your clothing more useful in a variety of ways. Why don't you try it?
Finally enchant my gear, finally, is what it's telling me?
Can do.
I'll go and experiment with the loom now.
Maybe I'm not halfway through the game, I don't know. I'm just getting this now. I feel like I'm pretty far in. Maybe it's just because I've done a billion side quests. But then I keep unlocking shit like this, and it's like, kind of weird. If I could only hire other children, if I could only pay other children to do child labor and harvest the materials from my animals, we could have a real business going here.
Deke.
Wonderful.
Will I be able to weave even more powerful magic into my clothing with the loom?
You will, by rescuing even more powerful beasts. For now, however, Deke suggests you explore the vivarium and get to know the beasts you've already rescued.
Thank you for your help, Deke.
Yes, rescuing, not poaching.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
So much fun, wasn't it?
Hello, Adelaide. How are you and your uncle doing?
Very well, thanks to you. The more I learn about Ranrock's foul lot, the more astounded I am that my uncle survived. I looked
So
back
if I
over his
didn't do
old
her
owls
side
and
quest
noticed
just
that they
randomly,
included
I
pertinent
wouldn't have got
details
this, I
about
guess?
his rare metal deposits. I believe that Ranrock's fiends were after those deposits and that they needed my uncle's knowledge. He was willingly going to rot away in that cell to keep me safe.
Any other pertinent details about those owls?
Plenty. Uncle Roland couldn't be certain, but he thought he overheard goblins talking about infusing something into goblin silver. He wasn't sure what they meant, but something about the way they spoke of it made his skin crawl. Ugh, it's clear you saved my uncle from a very bad lot.
It was nothing at all, Adelaide. I'm just glad your uncle's safe.
So am I. Seeing him again was such a relief. I told him that he must remain vigilant from now on. I, for one, can't help but look over my shoulder now whenever I leave the castle grounds.
That sounds vaguely familiar. I feel like somebody else said that. Also, I wonder if that happens specifically with this
You
class,
can't imagine
or
how inconvenient
just because
travel
she's the
was
most
before I
recent
invented
side quest
glue
I did,
powder.
and it would happen with any class.
And your reading is
Never
the
mind, she's
dragon.
actually here, so I'm supposing it's gotta be this
That's
one.
exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck. Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own. Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear? Dismissed.
Hello! I don't believe we've met officially. I'm Amit. I'm something of an astronomy buff.
Hello, Amit. It's nice to meet you.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
Who is this spare telescope?
That's very kind of you, Amit. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplar. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
hoping to get a good view from down here. Oh, there you go. That's better. Owl. Wait, can I pet the owl? Hold on a second. Hold the fuck on. I want a refund. Oh, this game's unplayable.
Amit, where did you say that telescope was?
Sitting in the storage room beneath the top deck.
I did not mean to talk to him again. I was just being upset about not being able to pet the owl. Am I dumb? I am dumb. Not even see the staircase. Thought that was the one I needed to go down.
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new. Arresto momentum.
It is increasingly rare to find a student who seeks after things celestial of their own accord. But if you truly desire to chart the courses of the cosmos, you must rid your mind of the terrestrial babble of others. We ourselves are not unlike blank star charts, you know? Empty canvases waiting to be inscribed with all that the universe has to offer. Do you understand?
That I shouldn't have talked to you, yes.
Thank you, Professor. I look forward to stargazing.
I am glad to hear it. Should be a stellar night for it.
The perfect night for...
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I'd expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes, what is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
Ah, I had a feeling there would be a catch to that telescope.
No. I certainly wasn't trying to bribe you or anything. But, are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
All right, I suppose I can go with you. I hope it's worth it.
It will be. Trust me, I have read practically everything there is to read about this. It should be brilliant. Shall we? The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing. It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cowards. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
Huh, if you're sure.
A little foreboding.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Oh, of course. It's just not as tidy as I
Can I
expected.
ask you something?
Did not want to talk to him.
Certainly.
Something much more important.
Where precisely is the table we're looking for?
According to an old astronomer's chronicle I found in the library, it may be somewhere along the castle wall. Oh, very well then.
A tub designed to chase after students who were too obsessed with studies and not obsessed enough with personal hygiene. I have so many questions. Who made that?
Amit, could I ask you something?
I do not want to talk to this man.
Where?
I just keep pressing buttons.
Confringo!
More cobwebs. You don't think any spiders might be lurking about?
Oh no, not this close to school, Amit.
I think you should do the honors. Go on, try it out.
Lumos.
The constellation should appear near the center of your view.
Oh god. Oh god.
As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart. I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
I ain't gotta be that rude.
Thank you, Amit. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them.
Like a middle ground level
This
of
is only the
sass.
beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope, don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon.